We wanted to take a minute to thank our friends at thebikerlawyers.com. If you're ever in an accident in Iowa or Minnesota, make sure to call and ride the recovery road with the Biker Lawyers. Hi guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Meg and this is my motorcycle journey. It's a channel that follows me on my two-wheel journey, and Cameraman comes along too. Today you get a special treat. These are my two best female friends in the world. Lauren, you guys already know, if you've been following my channel, she started by going for a ride with Mike and I. She rode on the back with Mike and ended up getting her own motorcycle. She has a 2022 White Heritage. And a new special guest, which is my other best friend. Her name is actually also Megan. So sometimes people get confused when I start talking about my best friend Megan, because we're both Megans. So Meg is not really the motorcycle type, but she agreed to go on a ride with us. So this is her first ride ever, and she was also going to be riding with Mike.
Hi, y'all. Well, how long are you riding for?
We haven't discussed that anymore.
Let me look up, see if there's any good dentist routes on here.
There you go. There you go. Hey, y'all. Oh, you know what? What am I not allowed to say that nobody likes?
Y'all.
Oh, no. Guys. Hi, guys.
Diane.
People don't like when I say hi, guys.
Why?
I don't know. But apparently it's a thing.
Yeah, it has to be inclusive.
Apparently it's a thing. No, not even for political reasons, Megan. No.
By the way, this is...
Hi. So, y'all, this is my other best friend.
Y'all.
So I have my two best friends, the one that is mean to me and makes fun of me, and the other one that's mean to me and makes fun of me, and the third one that's mean to me and makes fun of me.
I'm not mean to you.
I'm just
And
kidding.
I don't make fun of you, only in front of your face.
Thank you.
That's really nice of you.
But
That's
then we
the
all
best way
laugh
to
at
be.
you.
Yeah, it's true. It's the best way to be.
And you laugh too.
That's true. Fair. So, Meg grew up with me and Lauren and Michael, and she has not been on a motorcycle ride, and we've been bothering her
Never.
for a while to go on a motorcycle ride. She lives in California now, so she came home to visit,
To ride
and
a
we
motorcycle.
said, that's
The
right,
whole
that's the
reason.
entire
Motorcycle.
reason.
We got this.
So this is going to be our first ride, and we're taking you guys along. It's going to be exciting. So now also, I have told stories before in the channel, and I said, like, out loud, like something about Meg, right? And then, like, I think everybody watching thinks that I'm talking like in third person, or like I have like multiple imaginary personalities or something. So
I don't.
how are two of you saying this?
Biker now, Meg? You look like a biker.
Yeah,
She's got all my
you know
gear
what?
on.
Johnny, she's
Mike's gonna ride.
transitioning.
Mike's gonna ride behind me. I'm gonna.
Yeah, she's gonna ride.
She's transitioning from, you know, like Berkeley PhD to wild biker woman.
They kind of go together.
You all have a wild side. Don't hide it.
So we're gonna take her on her first ride ever.
Right.
We're still choosing where.
We'll figure that out.
Okay, we're all done. So y'all know that usually Lauren is the Attagat police, and I am not. And I'm wearing her jacket 'cause I'm a little chilly. So for everyone that always, and you know what, Megan is going to be the Attagat police because that's how they are. And I'll be me and they'll be them. And you ride your own ride like we always say. But I just want to say, for everyone who has always, you know, yelled at me, like, look at this. I got elbow pads. What other kind of pads I got, Laura?
There's shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads.
There
I
might
got-
be some slide protection.
I feel
there.
like there's like, is
There
there?
could be a back pad. I didn't put it in.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to go get it so you're 100%?
No, I'm good. How many seconds do I have, Laura?
I don't know. It's
So-
A rated.
There you go. There you go.
It's level 1.
There. So, this is fun for me to watch because it is two of my favorite and the closest people to me for almost my entire life. I'm really fortunate that Michael is such a good rider, and he's able to take all of my friends and family and people that have worked for him and any large variety of people on motorcycle rides, because I think it's really awesome to be able to take someone for the first time and to be able to experience that with them. Obviously, I think it's a feeling like no other that I have grown addicted to and that I absolutely love. So I am grateful for many things that Michael does for me and for our channel. But one of them is that he is always willing to give folks their first motorcycle ride. Meg has been one of my best friends since about the 5th grade. So I've been telling her all about our journey. She's watched some of the videos. Obviously, she's known Mike and Lauren and I for almost all of our lives. She is not typically the risk-taking type of gal. Her and I, although we share the same name, are very, very different in personality and yet have managed to love and respect each other for a lifetime. So I am so fortunate to have both of them in my life. If you didn't see, I said before that they are the family that I have gotten to choose. And so I couldn't ask for more. I was really excited for Meg to experience her first motorcycle ride ever. I knew she might be a little nervous and a little fearful initially, but I was excited for her to experience everything that I've been telling her about. As I mentioned, she lives in California now, and she does make it home a couple of times a year. This was an extended trip, so I knew she'd have more time, and I've been ragging on her for a while to try riding on the motorcycle. So I'm really proud of her and happy that she came along. Usually, most of the only mean comments are directed at me and Mike. Usually. We hardly ever, Lauren hardly ever gets mean comments. Dennis doesn't. You know poor Al got mean comments.
Yeah, well,
I know. He fell a bunch of times in the video.
Look at my helmet line.
I get really bad glasses line usually.
that helmet's not your helmet,
No,
though.
standard helmets are not made for this forehead. That's
Mine is usually right here.
Yeah.
I usually get it.
I always get them, like they said, like lab goggles. I'll have them like all around my eyes.
Her scientist goggles. So we took this.
Let them go down.
I'm going to. I'm not going
I'm going to chase them down there.
So
Try to take their virginity.
You think that's what they would think? I'm coming.
I'd be happy.
The sheebies.
Right.
It would be wishful thinking.
Look at all these 4-year-olds coming after me.
So, what did you think, Meg?
It was fun.
It was fun
It took me a little while
to loosen up and not be terrified.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. Everywhere.
She probably talks to you less than Steph, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Steph
Lauren
was...
didn't really talk a lot.
Lauren and Megan are very similar on that level. You and Steph talk a lot.
Yeah, like
That sounds great. Steph was like voted.
But she was asking a lot of questions, you know?
Yeah.
It was just fine.
I mean, she was like fine with everything. She just said, what'd she say? Don't turn that camera around. Like just like the physical act of it. Like she didn't like him like taking his hand off.
Well, yeah. Well, even he was like, giving me the weather
Gesturing.
forecast.
Alright, so this is cool. Michael, is this the one that we like rode off and then we like went down this little side road on the other side? No, that's a different
Didn't I ride the bike down there?
down here?
No, up down there on the little cove or something.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, all the jokes. I have all the jokes to make. It's basically a on video and like trying how fast I can run up the stairs.
You gotta run down there? Hell no, you're not running down. I ain't going down there.
I didn't say it.
That's a long walk back up.
I was about to sit down right here.
Yeah.
That's
a great
it's
idea.
all pointy. So yeah, just a nice little. But like you can probably tell now, like what I mean when I'm like, it's so different to experience all the places we go on a motorcycle versus a car. Just like because the weather, like today, we were in the bright sun when we were coming from like my office and we were coming here. And I was like, I feel like we are riding into a cloud because the temperature change is so dramatic. Like just the road randomly. But like I feel like I don't experience I never experienced any of that in a car. So
Right.
I didn't even know, like I would have not wanted to go cross country in a car. Like 5 years ago, if someone would have been like, do you want to go cross country? I would have been like, yeah.
That's fine.
But right, but like on a bike, it's like,
I mean, I would have done the same thing if I was in a Porsche.
That's, yeah.
so I don't know, like that's like part of like what I like is that like, although there's also the like vulnerability of like being on a bike is like kind of exciting, like getting on a bike and not knowing what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I had to stop thinking about it. Like I was telling like as a driver. Like I would like realize I was like I have to just accept that I'm a passenger here.
Right.
I'm not like controlling this bike with my brain.
He's not gonna listen to me anyways.
You were Matildaing it, right?
Yeah.
You're like trying to
I was
work
like, if
so
I
hard.
just worry hard enough, we're not going to like cross over on this track.
Right.
But yeah, no, I got like, I don't know. I think also hearing you two talk about like, I don't know, all of the experiences at our last stop, that made me feel more relaxed. Like hearing you talk about it, and
I mean, the
Getting
thing is,
on and off the bike helps too.
this
Yeah.
has been like our lifestyle for Mike his whole life has ridden, right? But like for years, and so like now I'm at a point where I don't think really hard about like controlling the bike. Like it goes.
It just goes.
well, I was controlling it for the first part of the ride with my brain, and then I let Mike drive it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You did good. I've had way worse.
Who's this?
I was like yelling at you. I was like, I'm just trying to be cool. I'm just trying to be cool.
One of the cool kids.
Right.
Who is the worst you ever took?
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had some bad people. Danny, my brother.
Really?
Yeah,
Nervous.
he was bad.
Get it.
But
On the Harley you took him?
no, on a dirt bike, right? But on the Harley, I mean, I had some people I worked with I took rides for that were really bad. Yeah. Like somebody was like, I want to get off. I took Heather.
Did she liked it though?
She loved it.
There
Yeah. She was like, go faster. Just
What
doesn't.
does it mean bad? Like if someone's
Like,
like,
if
a
they were
bad
just-
passenger.
They just
Yeah.
panicked.
Okay,
Panicked.
Panicked.
Where to the point where like they needed to get off the bike. Yeah. But that's also riding in the city, and there's a lot of things going on in the city. A lot of elements in the city.
The part
How you doing?
that makes me the most nervous is oncoming traffic. That's
Right. So you don't like the oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
So for a long time when I was riding, I wouldn't ride close to the center either.
Yeah.
But like now I also realize that it looks closer than it actually is.
Yeah.
Like just
That's what
and
I was thinking.
him and I have ridden so many roads like right next to each other that I've learned like that I actually have a lot more room than I initially felt
Than you
like
think you have,
I
right?
had. So I mean that's
Well, because you never do that in a car. You don't ride side by side in a car, you know,
Right.
so it's like a totally different.
most people don't ride side by side on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Me and Mike do, but most people don't. Like Lauren doesn't. Lauren will let Mike's about the only person Lauren will let ride near her. Like she won't let me or Johnny ride next to her. She doesn't. She like she'll let him ride up next to her. But yeah. So I mean, most people, and then when we go on group rides, a lot of these people, like Michael, we tape in everybody, and like. Most of the people that come on group rides, one of the reasons that they want to come is that they want to be on the channel because they watch the channel, so they're like, you know, this would be cool if I was on YouTube. And so Mike wants to give everybody an opportunity that comes on to like be on the channel if they want to be on the channel. So he'll like start, I mean, we've had like 22, 25 riders, and he'll start at the back and try to like get a little tape of everybody so they can be on YouTube. And some of them do not like it.
No. They're waving me by, and I'm still 2 bikes. Back on them.
They're panicked. But like the thing is, once people have ridden with us a number of times, they all, like everyone that went on our tour within a day.
We were all riding comfortably.
Yeah, riders
together.
know that Mike knows how to ride immediately. So like they're immediately a lot more comfortable because they can just watch him and be like, he knows how to ride. Like it's fine. Like we've done this year, we did the New Year's Eve ride.
Frosty balls.
Yes, that ride. And that's what they call it. They literally call it the Frosty Balls ride. So on New Year's Day,
Not frosty boots.
I mean, I think
We could do that.
I actually changed it, and I said it was like
You might have.
I said something about frosty boobs. I don't know. So Anyway, because there was like a saying that was like, it was like a girl's motorcycle t-shirt. This is another one we could do, Michael. It was like, I wear my, something about having big balls. I wear them on my chest or something, like being brave enough, something like that. But anyway, so we're on this ride, and there's a guy on his sport bike, and he's wearing this. Was it like a bunny or was it a pig?
Rabbit.
His helmet has like a cover, and it's like a bunny. Like it almost looks like a mascot costume. Like it's like a cover on his helmet, and he was on a sport bike, and he had a close call that one time.
Yeah, he did.
I thought that was like it for this guy, but we were all riding. 4 people went down. Was it 4?
4 on that ride.
4 people went down on this ride. I mean, it was cold and it was a little slick, and people don't ride motorcycles the way Mike and I do, right? So, like, everybody was fine. Nobody was hurt or anything. When we get to the restaurant, he was like, I'm only going to ride with you, man. I don't know if anybody else here can ride.
It's a good time.
Yeah. So you heard some of her first impressions, and she said she was nervous initially, but once she was able to calm down a little bit and take some deep breaths, she actually really enjoyed it and told me that she would gladly go on another ride. She even told me a couple of days later that her husband's been teasing her because every road that they ride on that's pretty in their car, she says, this would make a great road for a motorcycle ride. So maybe, just maybe, eventually we could get another person added to our moto tribe. I do miss her tremendously with her being on the other side of the country, but I try very hard to visit her and to spend time with her when she comes to the East Coast to visit me. So we're not totally sure if the timing's going to line up, but Michael and I intend to stop and see her on our cross-country trip, which I can't believe it is in less than a month. We're leaving in like 3.5 weeks. We're both really excited. We're gonna be on our own bikes, and so it should be a real treat to take you guys along with us. We have talked to some people and have some sponsorships and some partners in the works, but if you guys are interested in that, please shoot us an email at megsmotorcyclejourney@gmail.com. We are also still planning our fall tour. I'm sorry I haven't got that information out. I was actually out of the country all of last week, and so I'm a little delayed on things. But for those of you that have emailed me, I promise to get back to you this week, and we hope to have many people join us on our upcoming tours as well. We went to Gettysburg Bike Week this week, so we'll be putting out a video about that next week. Great time, very hot, but we had an awesome time. So stay tuned if you went to Gettysburg or if you've ever been interested in Gettysburg. Also, I announced this before, but we will be in Sturgis the first 2 days, the 4th and the 5th. We're going to do a meet and greet on the 5th, so stay tuned for additional details about where we'll be and when, but we look forward to meeting some of you guys then. As always, thank you for your support, and until next time, guys, ride safe and don't forget to subscribe.